Alright, I've been doing a little more research on the greatest conspiracy ever. The fact that it kind of looks like we are the generation after the millennial reign of Christ that is being utterly deceived by the devil and the New World Order. Now, I do have to point out the mud flood is real. There is plenty of, I don't know, photos or whatever to prove it. Now, a video that just, I can't wrap my head around. It's so amazing. It's called New World Reset, where they show immaculate structures that were apparently built in the millennial reign of Christ. This is Sioux City, USA, 1890. And just so you should know, everything you've been taught about America is a big stupid lie. There were civilizations living here, 500 years ago, 700, or whenever during the millennial reign of Christ. And we've been lied to about everything concerning history. Now, this guy right here, he knows something is up. This video, he goes through where he talks about, these suspicious fires that happened in Chicago, in Boston, in Philadelphia, in New York, and this city and that city, where apparently back in the 1800s or whenever they started tearing down some of these immaculate structures, so it's not so obvious what generation you actually are. It just kind of blows your mind when you start realizing that all of history, American history, is a big lie. America is not Babylon the Great. It is some kind of counterfeit of what someone would interpret Babylon the Great as. There is no rapture. It's all happened a long, long time ago. You all do understand Nicolas Cage and Satanic Hollywood, when they start coming out with movies promoting the rapture catching away event, you might want to start questioning the so-called pre-trib rapture. There is no rapture and there is no genuine tribulation. There will be a counterfeit tribulation with a counterfeit antichrist with a fake rapture, blah, 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 because you're not even living in the time frame of history that you've been led to believe. Now, something else that is fascinating. How many of you know that the moon is most likely a severely damaged product? Something happened to this in the past. I don't know if it was a Nephilim or Armageddon. Someone had incredible technology, high-powered frequency weapons, energy weapons, lasers, scalar wave, frequency weapons, whatever. And the moon really looks like a damaged product. Try to imagine the Garden of Eden, this beautiful, perfect paradise, and then you have this ugly, damaged light at nighttime that, what the heck is this? No. There's no way that in the beginning this light had all these craters and all these damaged wounds all over it. Something happened to this translucent plasma ball glowing light. When in history, we don't know. I do know this. The criminal elite, they know exactly what happened to this nighttime light. And when and who and where. And they probably know the technology that caused the damage, Right now, something else that's just fascinating. There are little hints and clues that we are living in the generation after the millennial reign. Do you guys understand how important Adolf Hitler's role was for the New World Order? His entire role, the whole war, the scripted war, was to convince the entire world that these white-skinned Europeans are the Jews and they're being persecuted and murdered and we need to send them back to their homeland. We need to reestablish Israel. So the New World Order, under the United Nations, all voted to reestablish Israel so those poor Jews can go back to their homeland. So the devil and his power elite set up an incredible, deceptive, counterfeit production called Israel. Everyone fell for it. You guys do understand that a couple hundred years ago, this power elite convinced the entire world that they're walking around upside down on a ball. All right. When the scriptures obviously say the complete opposite. I'm just letting y'all know. They've already proven that they can deceive the entire world multiple times. So I'm just letting you know you are not living in the time frame of history that you've been led to believe. It is all a lie. All right, so the first technology available for pictures was the 1880s. So if you go to America and type in, America 1700s, you get animated pictures, and you just have to believe or take it as its face value. Just like you can type in America 1600s, animated pictures, and you just have to believe it. What did America really look like in the 1400s and the 1500s? Well, we know that there were immaculate prestige buildings that looked, like structures, something you would see in heaven. Now, something I am going to do, if you go to YouTube and type in Millennial Reign Dark Ages, I want to watch all these videos because there is quite a few people questioning the timeline that they're living in, the Millennial Reign. Has it actually happened? Are we being deceived? And I'm definitely going to have to check this out. This is 9 months old. Millennial Kingdom of Christ already happened. And I do think it's awesome. People are questioning, what time frame in history are we really living in? So I'm definitely going to spend a lot of hours. I got to go through all this because this is the greatest conspiracy ever. Try to imagine you find out that hundreds of millions of people were slaughtered in a great war maybe 1,400 years ago. And the rapture happened, the millennial reign, and you are actually living in the generation being utterly deceived by the devil and the New World Order, the group we call the Jesuit Order. Everything you've been taught your whole life is a lie. I mean, it is a pretty big conspiracy to wrap your head around. So this is my theory. I want you all to check out this theory. Why would so many rich, powerful people be willing to help the devil deceive the entire world? Well, my theory is, let's say that you truly believe if you help the devil deceive the entire world and fulfill prophecy, you may be rewarded in the afterlife. The devil may have some of these powerful people believing maybe hell has a paradise side to it, and if you help him fulfill prophecy, you can be part of the paradise area of hell. I know it does make you wonder, if prophecy says the devil's going to go out and deceive all the nations in four corners of the earth, if I was a devil, I would do the opposite of what the scriptures say to make the creator out to be a liar. But the devil is not doing that. He's actually fulfilling prophecy. And, it does make you wonder, what is he getting out of it? So he may have the power elite believing, if you help me fulfill end-time prophecy by utterly deceiving the world, you're going to be rewarded on the other side. I mean, we don't really know. There's something going on here that we don't really understand. But I will say this, something that's hilarious. Anyone that has an end-time vision dreams, I saw the Antichrist, I saw the tribulation, I saw the rapture of Christ. Don't even waste your time, man. If there is a rapture, it is a counterfeit, an epic counterfeit event that involves some pretty good technology. If you want a shocking, disturbing investigation, go type in, horn sounds in the sky, mystery sounds in the atmosphere. Just start doing an investigation, watch the videos. What you are hearing is what we call Project Bluebeam, some kind of technology. They are tweaking and perfecting their horn sounds to create a fake rapture, because it's most likely going to happen sometime in the future. The King of Heaven may allow the devil and his New World Order to create a fake rapture, maybe even go as far as a fake tribulation, a counterfeit antichrist, on and on, leading all the way up to the war of Gog and Magog. And that's when he's going to intervene, and the scriptures will be complete. They will be fulfilled. The end. Because part of deceiving the nations could be a counterfeit rapture, fake antichrist and tribulation and on and on. That could be part of the deception that the scriptures talk about. He's going to deceive the nations. I remember years ago listening to these sounds in the atmosphere, and it's like, dude, they really are testing out and tweaking and perfecting their counterfeit trumpet sounds. I mean, this is really happening. So yes. But I do encourage everyone out there that wants the greatest revelation, the most shocking conspiracy you'll ever come across in your life, this is it right here. Where exactly are you living in the timeline of history? Because you have been lied to. Now, before I end the video, I want you all to check out this interesting knowledge. The first railroad technology, a guy demonstrated in 1826. Now, I want you all to imagine, it's the year 1820. There is no real technology. Just 160 years later, we go up to the year 1980. And you can see they were into microchips, color TVs, luxury vehicles, on and on and on. So we have thousands of years of history that we have no clue what really happened. But what I'm telling you is all you need is 160 years to go from no technology to superior technology. I'm going to guess that the War of Armageddon, hundreds of millions of people that got slaughtered before the Millennial reign, they could have had, low-level amounts of technology for all we know.